Surprise! It's the Tour Junkies for the Hero World Challenge 2021 betting show. We're going to give you some picks tonight. We're going to each give you some outright picks. We're going to each give you some head-to-head matchups that we like, maybe a prop bet, maybe a laugh, maybe not. But we're going to do a little action tonight. And it's presented to you always by our friends at Covers. Winning starts at Covers. Just so much winning. Okay, 25 years of winning at covers.com. We appreciate Covers. Listen, NFL, you're in the throes of NFL season. NBA's kick back up. Obviously, you could bet on the Hero, but I don't know. But do all your shopping, do all your research, your line shopping. Learn about the different books out there. Educate yourself at covers.com. All right, because why wouldn't you? It's free. Doesn't cost you anything to join. Join the forum. Talk with 500,000 people in the forum about whatever you want to talk about. Also, so thank you to Covers, presented by Covers. The show is, and we appreciate them for partnering with us. Listen, you probably noticed, DB, you look like you're in a hotel room. I am in a hotel room. I don't sound that good because I don't have a microphone. I don't look that good. I don't have my light. I'm at Bay Hill right now at the Arnold Palmer's Bay Hill Club and Lodge. Cheers to the king, to Arnie. I'm at Bay Hill. Played Bay Hill today. Playing it again tomorrow. It's a fun golf course, fun track. I don't want to bore you with that though, but that's the situation that we're at. Obviously, Pat's there in his normal confines. How you doing, Pat?
I'm doing good, man. I got a little vino right here out of a Champions Retreat cup. It's very fancy. Yeah. Very fancy.
You're so fancy. You're a fancy cat. You are.
Yeah. Well, sometimes I like to get fancy, especially at 10 p.m. on a Monday night. And
talking about the Hero.
Talking about the Hero Challenge. So that's when you bring the heat, DB. That's when you really bring it. When you've had 40 some odd shows in 2021 and you need to do another one, you need to do one more, you are going to bring it with a Champions Retreat glass of vino, some rosé in the cup.
Listen, I'm bringing it in a hotel with my AirPods and no microphone and a backlit situation. I got this round pillow over here. Look.
What's the round pillow for anyway?
I got a round pillow.
What is a round pillow going to do? Is that good for your warm up?
It's a training aid. You hold it across your shoulder like this. Ooh, see that?
That looks Yeah.
Anyway. All right, let's get to it, Pat. Why don't you tell us about the golf course? This Tiger's event. By the way, I guess Tiger did an interview with golf.com or something today. Sounds like we'll see him play again, but doesn't sound like he feels too confident that he will compete at a high level again. But he's doing a big press conference.
Go whenever he wants. He's just going to play whenever he wants, which is what he should do now. He doesn't have anything else left to prove. He's obviously not going to, beat out Jack Nicklaus in the majors, which was always kind of the biggest. I mean, whenever people first started talking about Tiger in majors, it was all about, was he going to break Jack Nicklaus's record? That's obviously not going to happen, but he's just going to play when he wants to play, and he's comfortable. It seems like with that, he's content.
Yeah, it could be sad. It could be sad. He doesn't sound like he feels like he's going to be able to really bring the big dog out. But we'll see. He's doing a big press conference tomorrow at the Hero. So everybody pay attention to that. I'm sure it'll be all over the internet. So I see producer Sam is in the chat. I love that.
There you go. Nice, Sam.
He says we need a black light on that pillow DB was hugging. No, we probably do not.
Yeah, we don't need them.
No, I feel like that pillow. Listen, Sam, if anybody is doing anything with this pillow in the bed, if they're doing things that people do in hotels with this pillow in the bed, that's new to me. That is a new thing to me. I just don't think that's happening. All right, Pat, talk to us about the golf course here in the Bahamas. What do we need to know?
Yeah, so we're at Albany Golf Club this week. It is playing just over 7,400 yards, and we know this. All right, they're going to be able to score this week. I mean, you look at the past champions here. Let's see, 18 under was the lowest, or the highest score, I guess you could say, between Henrik Stenson last year. Well, by the way, they didn't play this last year in 2020 because of COVID, so 2019 was the last time they played it here, which is why Henrik Stenson won and is relevant, because he has not been relevant in the last couple of years, but he did win it the last time they played this tournament. Then John Rahm before that at 20 under. You had Ricky Fowler at 18 under, Hideki at 18 under, Bubba and Jordan before that at 25 and 26 under. They set this course up pretty easily. I mean,
well, there's 5 par 5s, so I think that helps the scoring.
Par 5 scoring was what I was just about to say, is what you're going to be looking at. Par 5 scoring is key this week. Other than that, I mean, we got 18 players in the field. It's just, let's just try to find some value in our bets and then see what happens. Okay. There's not, I can give you all kinds of course information. It's really not going to matter all that much. Take a few bets, put some money down and see what happens. What else are you going to do? But that's about it. That's all I've got really for a course breakdown.
Listen, we just interviewed a PGA Tour player that's been on tour for like 15 years today. And, he talked about it. Strokes gained home life, how that's a thing. How, sometimes you just don't know mentally who's there to compete, who's there to be confident, ready to go, and who's not. And that's every week in, week out on PGA Tour, much less a no-cut hit and giggle with 18 people, 20 people, Tigers event in the Bahamas where everybody's going to get paid. You don't know who's out there just to get lit and collect a check and hang out with the boys or the family or the girlfriend or the mistress or we don't know. So I definitely think it's one of those weeks where you don't, you save some bankroll. You save a little bit of that. I for one, have zero interest in playing DFS these weeks. The week of the hero, it's just silly. So we're gonna give you 3 bets we like right now. 3 outright bets that we see some value on. And I'll tell you, actually, Pat, all of mine are first timers, debutantes is what fancy people would say. If you're a fancy cat, you would say.
This is debutante season right now.
Yeah.
If you live in the South and they're having all these debutante balls, they do that. They do that in the South right now, right around Thanksgiving and the holidays. So you're on point with
extra country with that. Mm-hmm. The first debutante is Victor Hovland at 11-1. He's a lock for me. We just saw Vic win at Mayakoba, coastal track, windy resort kind of feel. We know that he checks all the boxes from a ball striking standpoint, and I like that. As opposed to some other guys, we've seen him play more recently here, and he's a young kid playing in the first Tiger event. Like, I feel like Vic's not gonna waste the opportunity. I feel like there's probably some motivation for him to keep it going, to go ahead and rack up more world golf ranking points, and stay hungry. So Victor Hovland at 11-1 for me is where I'm looking. That's where I'm going to start. I'll let you. We'll alternate here. How about that?
Okay. Well, I'm gonna see your Victor Hovland, and I'm gonna one up you with the Jordan Spieth at 11-1. I like that number for Jordan.
New daddy swag.
Little daddy swag going on. Hanging out in the Bahamas. I think he could just cap off.
Is he going to have the baby with him? Are they bringing the baby? The baby would be super young.
It.
Maybe he's by himself. Maybe the wife's not going.
And maybe that's better. I don't know, but I think Jordan could have a good week, cap off a good 2021 for him. At 11-1, I think that's a pretty good number there. So there you go.
Previous winner here.
Yeah, one here, scored a lot, 25 or 26 under. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do I get to start next and then you go, or
yeah? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, I'm going to start. I'm going to go then with before I get into a little bit. I mean, I say longer shot. I mean, the longest shot you got here this week is going to be Stenson at 65-1. Yeah. Which I'm not going to do. So I'm going to go shorter again. Sam Burns at 14-1. Sam Burns has been just absolutely fantastic all season long. Played well in the fall. Has had a great year. I think Sam Burns at 14-1 is a great number for him. I mean, look, the dude has just been been fantastic. And if
Fantastic.
you look at par 5 scoring, top 10 in the field out of 20. He's fifth in birdie or better percentage, fourth in ball striking. I don't know. Sam Burns 14-1. Why not?
I mean, to me, like looking at all the stats and stuff is just stupid. Like it's just dumb.
I just wanted to throw a stat out just to show you.
I know, but I'm just saying for the people, like par 5 scores, you need coastal, like windy, ball striker types. But even that feels kind of silly. You are looking at value. You're thinking through motivation. You're thinking through, maybe they have played this event here a lot. So if they've got any course history now, I said we're taking debutantes. But yeah, I mean, don't overthink it with the stats. Well, this will be quick because Sam Burns for me. I totally agree. I'm all in on Burns here at 14-1. I think it's a great value. Coming in hungry, coming in good form, very recent form here. We saw him in the fall swing, so I'm there. So that leads me to my final outright pick for the 2021 Hero World Challenge. And it's Matthew Fitzpatrick at 25-1, coming off a runner-up finish at the DP World Tour that Colin Morikawa just took down. Fitz has had a good he's had a good like fall swing here. So he's making his debut as well. I think I like him to stay hot coming off that runner-up and come out here and do something. 25-1 feels like that feels like a really good value for a guy who just competed against Rory McIlroy. Colin Morikawa obviously was the only person to beat him in that event over there on the European Tour, now called the DP World Tour. So I'll go Fitzy at 25-1.
Okay, well I will. I'll finish up with a guy that has been pretty damn bad all year, and I faded him a lot. But he did just have a top 12 in his last start, and that is Justin Rose. He's 22-1. He's had very good finishes here in the past at this tournament, and he's a local, like you said. Yeah, I was going to say that. I mean, he lives right here in Albany. A lot, not all the time, but I feel like a lot of the times, if you follow him on social media, I feel like he's always there. So he obviously knows the place well. He's comfortable there. He has shown a little bit of form lately with that T12 at the RSM Classic just a couple of weeks ago. So I think Justin Rose at 22-1 could be an interesting play there. And that's going to be one of your, these guys in the 20-1 range are going to be your longer shot plays, unless you just want to get really crazy and play Stinson at 65-1, which I don't think you should do.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about some matchups. So those are the outrights. So let's see. That was Victor Hovland for me, Sam Burns, and Matthew Fitzpatrick. For you, it was Jordan Spieth, Sam Burns, and Justin Rose. So agreement there on Sam Burns.
Now, with the matchups, we discussed the same thing. If we have the same matchups, that just is what it is. We're not going to switch them up.
Yeah.
So,
yep. I have 3 plus money matchups that I like. First one is Victor Hovland, plus 105 against Justin Thomas at minus 130. Now, we did see JT finish third at the Mayakoba the week that Victor Hovland won. Good for him. So it's not like he's coming in with less recent form or whatever than maybe Victor Hovland will. But I feel like it's not like JT's really ever done anything super here. I guess a T5 in 2020. But yeah, I don't know. I just like the plus money on a guy like Hovland. I feel like that he's going to be more motivated. That's really what it comes down to, is the value on that plus money at plus 105. So that's it.
Don't mind that. I will start with, I like Scotty Scheffler at plus 100 over Webb Simpson. I think that's
was my second matchup. Yep.
That's one of those, like, if I was looking at college football line and it just looked totally off, and I just feel like there's something's wrong with that, which means it might not be a good bet. But I just don't understand how Scheffler is plus money on Webb. I don't get that.
I agree. So, that was the second matchup that I had. I mean, Webb did obviously play a lot better than Scotty at the RSM Classic, but outside of that, I mean, Scotty had a tremendous fall. It's not like he's in poor form at all. And another young, motivated guy coming here ready to go. And
have we heard whether or not is Scheffler keeping Ted Scott on the bag, or was that just kind of a one-off thing at the RSM?
I think it is a long tryout at this point, but I think it's happening.
Yeah.
So I would be surprised if Ted is not on the bag this week. Ted Scott being Bubba Watson's former caddy.
Yeah. Okay.
Good caddy on the bag. Yeah, I'm right there with you. Love that line. My last one is similar, and that's Sam Burns plus 100 over Xander Schauffele at minus 120.
I had the same one. That was my second one.
I mean, it's young guys like Burns and Scheffler and Hovland to me in a field like this, tournament like this, plus money, all three coming in solid form. It's worth the gamble. To me, I think the value is just too nice. I mean, Xander, he's played. This will be his third trip here. Finished T8, T10, but we haven't seen Xander since the Zozo, I guess. Obviously everybody says Xander loves no cut events, but yeah, I mean, I still, we saw him Zozo, CJ Cup, Ryder Cup, Tour Championship. We just hadn't seen a lot of them, and I think I'd rather take my chances on the old Sam Burns. I mean, they get freaking world golf ranking points at this event.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's insane.
Yeah. Well, my last one. If I'm gonna sit here and be convicted about Justin Rose as an outright play, then you know what? I'm gonna take him in a matchup at plus 105 over Tony Finau. That seems lopsided as well on a different angle from what we're talking about with Scheffler over Webb. But I think Justin Rose is turned a corner. I'm gonna believe in that going into 2022, I'm going to believe that narrative. Maybe I'm the one creating that narrative. I don't know, but
I think you're the only one talking about that narrative.
Well, I'm a trailblazer. Yeah, I'm a trailblazer.
People have always said that about you, Pat.
For the Hero Challenge is where it all starts, at the Hero Challenge in Albany Golf Club in the Bahamas. But Justin Rose, home game for him over Tony Finau. Plus 105. I like that number. So there you go.
You're really pulling the home game angle here. I don't know if I can get down with Justin Rose. With that much Justin Rose love here is too much to handle. I wasn't prepared mentally for that.
Sorry.
Any props? I have one, and it's top European. Let's see, where is that? So DraftKings has some nationality props. Top Euro. You got Rory, Hovland, Rose, Hatton, Fitzpatrick, and Stenson. Obviously, I like Fitzpatrick. I talked about him outright. You've got your boy Rose there at plus 450, but Hovland to me.
By default, I'm going Rose at plus 450.
Really? I mean, you like Hovland too. You'd rather? I mean, plus 275 on Hovland for me.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't think about him.
It's still plus.
Yeah, I'd probably go Hovland over. Yeah,
Hovland's the one. Like, is Rose gonna beat Rory and Victor? And I don't know. Like, Rory's playing good too. I mean, Rory's coming off a good tournament at the DP World Tour Championship, so it's not like he's not playing well. And this is a course he can obviously eat up. I mean, 5 par 5s. He's past champion here, so
I think if you want to go top American, it's hard to, you get 10-1 on either Scotty Scheffler or Sam Burns. I like both of those numbers.
That's interesting too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't talk about it, but we've been giving out in these little short fields. We've been giving out our parlays with like college football or NFL or something. So if you wanted to bet like Morikawa, stretch it out a little bit and put it with a football game or something. I had my 3-way parlay with Arkansas and Cincinnati covering and Bryson DeChambeau winning the match, and he got absolutely hammered. God. All right. Anything else, Pat?
I think that that's all I got. There's only 18 players here. So.
Yeah. 20. I think it's
Is it 20?
I think it's 20. Yeah, it's 20.
Okay.
Yeah, they keep adding to it. All right. Well, listen, I mean, it is what it is. It's the Hero World Challenge. It's almost December. But those are the plays. I mean, I think it's worth a look. We both seem to really like Burns. We both seem to like Hovland. I disagree on Rose. We both you kind of like Scheffler. You're with me on Scheffler a little bit, right?
Yeah, I took him in as a matchup play over.
Oh yeah, we liked him in the matchup over Webb.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's go make some money, folks. Let's do it. Let's make some money. We've got the Golden Golbies coming up in a couple week to 2 weeks maybe. We got our look ahead to the 2022 year. That'll be coming up maybe in January. A lot of good stuff happening. Appreciate the support. If you're watching this, like you're diehard, and we appreciate you.
Diehard. We appreciate you.
Thank you. All right, that's it. May your screens be green. Presented by Covers. We appreciate it. See you.